Bentonville, Arkansas, one of the most sought out places to ride bikes in the country, and some may argue that it's the best place to ride. I've been here about 5 times now, and I'll be quite honest, I thought it was a bit overrated. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's the MTB capital at all. Bentonville has some of the most fun and unique trails I've ever ridden, so you might think to yourself why I don't think it's worth the hype. And that's because I was doing Bentonville all wrong. There's tons and tons of trails in Bentonville, and if you've never been and you're just in town for a few days, it can be overwhelming trying to figure out what trails to ride. And that's exactly why I don't think Bentonville is the MTB capital. Instead, I think it's the EMTB capital. After riding regular bikes in Bentonville so many times and not being able to hit all the trails I want, I figured now is the perfect time to break out the Aventon Ramblers when I came back to Bentonville. I particularly prefer normal bikes, and I always wonder why so many people ride e-bikes in Bentonville, and now I see why. If I had to guess, I would say over half the bikes you see on Bentonville's trails are e-bikes. This is a perfect example of what I mean when I say this is the perfect place for e-bikes. Here is pedal assist. So when you go up this trail right here, you go up to something called the hub, and that's where all the trails intersect and everything, and you can just pick which one you want to go down. Now this climb is just enough to piss you off because you climb up and you're a little bit winded. And then when you go down, it's a good amount of downhill, but it's just short enough to piss you off as well. Because you get down to the bottom after you've just had all this fun, and then you got to climb back up this trail. And if you've been to Bentonville, Arkansas, if you don't come here during the fall, it's super hot. So this can wear on you a lot. So that's one of the major reasons I think this is the perfect place for an e-bike. I ran into my buddy Jared from Bikes Online, and looky here, even he's on an e-bike.
Come on, watch an e-bike for a reason.
Okay, no, I cannot not go.
You know this climb is no joke. The climb going up to Fireline, or I always get these mixed up. The climb going up to Thunderdome is no joke. And this is a perfect example. So you go down Thunderdome, you're like, wee, having a bunch of fun. And then you gotta climb all the way back up this. And it being 90 degrees and humid, imagine how much energy you would exert trying to get back up there and do a few laps. But with an e-bike, you can do as many laps as you want on this. Now I'm going to head over to Slaughter Pen, and the coolest thing about having an e-bike in Bentonville is that you don't have to go back to the car, pack up everything, and load up the bike. You can literally ride through town and go from one trail system to the other. While we head over to Slaughter Pen, if you want to help out the channel, make sure you check out that Amazon link. It really helps out the channel. Shop as you normally would. Anything you buy off Amazon greatly supports the channel and helps me keep creating the best videos possible for you. And without missing a beat, you can ride from off the street right onto the trail. Oh shit, we got deer on the trail. As you can hear, this bike does rattle, and I have seen that on other people's videos where they brought it up about the rattling, and it's coming from around the motor, and it's not affecting the ride quality at all. It's just really noisy. Not exactly sure what's causing it. And just like that, we are off to the next spot. I gotta admit, I had my doubts about Bentonville, but I was doing it all wrong. You gotta do it on an e-bike. And on my way to the castle for the first time, I just saw something else that makes Bentonville even better. You telling me I get to ride all these beautiful trails and get my swole on? If you've been around a while, you know I like to get my workouts in. You telling me they got a fitness park here? I'm gonna be real with you. I was one of them ones that said Bentonville was overrated. Little did I know I was doing it wrong. So if you ever come to Bentonville and you never tried the e-bike, try the e-bike. If you live in Bentonville, then it makes more sense to ride a normal bike here. But if you're just here visiting, you can cover so much ground and see trails you never even knew existed. It's actually pretty unbelievable the way Bentonville has been able to build trails all over the place. Having an e-bike just unlocks a whole new world of mountain biking. Having the ability to ride around and be able to just dart off into random trails turns this place into a true amusement park for mountain biking. If you've never ridden Bentonville on an e-bike, I highly recommend trying it out. I wasn't very excited about going to Bentonville anymore until I realized it's better on an e-bike. I wasn't even scratching the surface of what Bentonville had to offer on my normal bike. But whatever you decide to ride, if you're not set up tubeless, make sure you carry an extra inner tube. All right, I'm gonna do catapult since I've never been here and it's a blue and I'm on a hard time. Woo! Oh my God. Well, that sucks. I got a flat tire. Are you kidding me?